Okay, I had to fix my camera. Anyway, I'm live and I'm going to be talking to you guys about I'm doing a 5-day series about what you need to do in your e-commerce store to get more sales. How can you double your sales in your e-commerce store? So let's start today. So day one, every day I'm going to talk about a different aspect of my sales method, and we are going to be, so every day I'll be talking a little bit about a different aspect of what you need to do in your e-commerce site. And so, I mean, if you are frustrated in your e-commerce business, I mean, if you're not getting sales, you got to change things on your website, in your e-commerce store, in your social media marketing. You got to change your methodology because, or the way you do business, because if you don't, you're not going to grow your business, right? And it's online, so you need to start thinking outside the box. So I have a lot of customers that have the same problem about getting more sales and growing their business online, and having to do all those little things that you have to do on a daily basis to grow your business. So any successful business is more than just a website and images. I've got to tell you this, guys, because when people land on your website, there's several different aspects that you have to have in your e-commerce store that is super important to keep people in your e-commerce store and buying, and also keeping them on there and keeping them coming back. So today is I'm Veronica Jeans, and I'm an e-commerce coach and strategist, business strategist. I help people to double their sales and increase their profit margins in the e-commerce business. If you stay on, I'm going to be giving away a free gift at the end of this video. So stay on, and I will be letting you know what it is at the end of the video. So what is the solution to getting more conversions in your e-commerce store? And we're not talking about the social media marketing aspects. We'll be talking about that next week. We are just talking about what can you do in your e-commerce store to bring those customers back in again and to make them actually shop with you. And there are a lot of aspects to make that happen. But for the next 5 days, we're gonna go in detail on what you can do in your e-commerce store to improve your customers' experience when they buying from you. Okay, so it's 5 days, 5 simple steps. Every day I'm going to do a different step. And so what I've done is I've created this sales, what I call the sales method, SALES, which is solve, authority, live chat, eye-catching, and security. I really had to think about different things to do with sales, because what do we really want to do in our e-commerce store? We want to get more sales. I mean, that's the bottom line, right? It doesn't matter what else we're doing online, we need to get those sales in. So today what we're going to do is we're going to start with my LOL strategy. And that's not the laughing, what's it, laughing over blah blah blah, whatever it is, and the acronym. It is the 3 main components in this strategy is listen to your customer, offer them something more, and look after your customer. So number 1 is listen to your customer and see what they need and not what you think they need, right? Because a lot of times when we are creating this passion, this idea, okay, so we are going to start selling this product, and then we really believe that it's the best thing since sliced bread, because everybody's going to love it, they're going to buy from us, and we're going to make lots of money. It doesn't happen that way, right? So unless you actually hit it at the right time, the right place, and the 3 P's in selling, you've got to be extremely lucky to do that. But the biggest thing is knowing what your customer wants, right? Listen to your customer. Okay, so if you listening to your customer, say for instance, if you had a product on your website and the sales are not going too well. So why don't you do a survey to your customer and ask them, or randomly call up some customers and say, hey, you know, what do you think about the product? What would you add to the product? You know, do you like my product? You know, what would you change about my product? And does it solve their problem, right? Does whatever you're selling, and I don't care whether it is a puzzle or skincare or whatever, does your product actually solve the problem that they have right now when they are buying from you? What else maybe would your customer like to buy, right? So listening to your customer, you have to think of who is your customer and what do they need, and if it's your product that they need, not what you want them to need. Okay, so is a product that they need. What can you add to that product to make it a better experience for your customer? So the LOL strategy is all about the customer. How to make this an amazing journey, an experience about having your product, buying your product, and then coming back and buying your product again. So number one is still listening to your customer. And so how do you listen to your customer is, you know, when your customer has complaints, right? I mean, our customers do have complaints. You've got to take those complaints and see what they are and how can you solve that complaint for that particular customer. So if that one customer has that problem, there are several other people that have the same problem, and they may be just popping off the website and not buying from you. So if you say for instance, and we will do that on the number 2, okay? So listening to your customer, okay, listening to your customer. So I think those are quite a lot of points that I was talking about. I don't want to go into, okay, so number 2, okay, so number 1 is listening to customers, and as I said, okay, let's go over number 1 again. Do they like your product? Does it solve their problem? What else would your customer maybe like to buy, right? How do they feel when they buy your products? Is there a problem that you can solve for them before they pop off your website, right? Before they pop out of your store. So, and we'll be talking about that number 3, those extra little things you can add to it. But those are the things that you need to think about is listening to your customer and selling them something that they actually need. So maybe you're selling a product that you think it's best thing since sliced bread, but maybe positioning the product differently, okay, and saying and then adding in your content, this is how I solved that particular problem for you, right? So that's how you got to think about your product, listening to your customers. Number 2, offer them something more than what they expect. Let me see here. Yes. And they will come back, right? So if you're offering just one extra little thing that makes their little buying experience something better, they will actually come back because you've solved 1 or 2 or 3 of their problems, right? So here are some ideas you can maybe use in your store that we have implemented with some clients of mine in their store, and it actually does work. Okay, so for instance, an example is, and I always like to use the Missing Piece Puzzle Company, which is doing really well, how we solved her dilemma about increasing her profit margins, right? She can't do that because in the industry that's what they're selling them for, and she has major competition that has inferior products. So what to do is to add maybe a gift wrap. Boom, right? Added value for your customers in your store. Give them gift wrap. Maybe you can give them monogramming, right? Boom. I mean, it's a little bit of extra effort for you. You can combine it with another service or an app in your e-commerce store. It's something extra that can make their experience in your store a little bit more special. Let's stick to the puzzle idea. Add maybe better instructions on how to get their personalized photo up into your store. Or, for instance, a skincare product. Maybe showing them a little video of how to clean your skin, right? How to use your product. So a fashion boutique, you don't have to have a video, maybe showing them a lifestyle image of if they buy this blouse from you, these are the earrings, this is the ring, these are the shoes. Show them how to actually wear and combine your product with other products of what they should be using. Because if I buy a blouse, I've got no idea what to actually put together, right? Some people are a lot better at it. So if you're in the fashion industry, is obviously your background. So show your customers what extra things they can buy, not in your store. You don't have to sell it in your store, but what extra things would look good with your product, because they're going to go, oh, that looks awesome. Now they're going to go to the store and get more ideas about buying other stuff. Okay, so selling skincare, we talked about that. Can you connect? Okay, so extra services, right? So maybe you can have a chat box. You should have a chat box on your website, on your store, because if they have a problem actually doing something or buying something in your store and they need just that little bit of advice of what to buy or how to use it, or maybe they don't know what button to click on, something really simple, you're going to be there immediately and solve the problem, and they're going to buy. If you don't, they're going to be popping off and going somewhere else again. Or what about white glove services, right? So so you're selling cards, and maybe you can be the one to put the stamp on and send it out to their friends, if you're selling like gift cards or something. So those extra little services makes a customer's experience so much more than just buying a product on your website. And number 3, so we've got number 1 was listen to your customer, right? Number 2 was offering them something more than what they expect, right? And number 3 is look after your customer. How many times, and I'm asking you this, how many times have you been in, have you actually connected to your customer? Let me see if there's anybody on here. Have you actually connected to your customer and said, hey, you've bought from me, thank you very much, here's a discount coupon that you sent with the package? Or have you ever thought of sending them a thank you card for shopping from you, right? Or even sending them a review button that they immediately can click on and say and give you a review, which is very, very important, right? So in the package, right, make the package special. Make it like, oh my Lord, this has been amazing experience getting my product. It was so exciting because it was beautifully packed. It had a special offer. There's a thank you note in it, and you make it very personal, right? So do something extra. Look after your customers, and then stay connected with them. And so maybe they haven't signed up for your newsletter, but give them maybe another option where you can connect with them and say, hey, if you sign up for my newsletter, you will get VIP service and get the sales or discounts that I give every month. You'll get first before they go online. So VIP service, we all want to be part of VIP service, right? Again, how else to stay connected with your customer? Ask them after they bought how they liked your product and would they buy again. Just simple answers. And here is the thing is, if you don't listen to your customer, you're going to lose your customer. So when you're listening to your customer, that last thing should actually go in the first point. But so you're asking them if they had an amazing experience, and then you're asking for a review, right? But if they have a problem, I know we don't want to ask if they had a problem, but say for instance, if they had a problem, if it's like abandoned cart, right? Send them an email and saying, hey, has there been a problem? Can I solve it? Do you want to come back and buy from me? So somebody's actually put their information into your cart and you're not connecting to them. You're losing a customer, right? Because you're not solving the problem. So I've done three. So listen to your customer, offer them something more than what they expect, right? And a lot of the stuff that I talked about 1, 2, and 3 can overlap with any one of them, right? And then number 3 is look after your customer. Because if you start looking after your customer, you connecting to your customer, you saying happy birthday, you are, hey, it's your anniversary, you know, happy anniversary. Connect with them on a personal level, and they are your friend for life, and they'll come back and buy from you. So the conclusion is, you've got to be unique by helping and educating your customers to get them back to your website, to get them back to get those conversions and making those sales on your website. And so if we just solve these little things in our e-commerce store, then we can start thinking about, okay, so what's the big picture here? What else do I need to do to bring my customers into my store? But we're going to solve things on our e-commerce store this week and see how we can improve our e-commerce store to make our customer's journey an amazing experience. Okay, so let me know what you think in the comments, if this has helped you, if you need some help, if you need me to look at anything. And if you still on, then I am going to give you a free gift. I'm Veronica Jeans, and I'm an e-commerce mentor and coach and a business strategist, and I help you maximize your conversions and maximize your profits in your e-commerce store. So the free gift is a free assessment that I'll do a little video for you and assess your e-commerce store and tell you exactly what you're missing in your store and what else you can add to actually enhance that customer's journey in your store, right? Customer experience journey. Please, if you want to share this post, this workshop, feel free. I would greatly appreciate it. And if I can help you, just put it in the comments. If you need any help, even if it's on a replay, the free assessment will still, I'm still giving the free assessment away because you watched this. Okay, so put it in the comment, connect with me, put your link in the comment of your store, and also connect with me on Messenger. So I want you guys to do a two-step thing. Put your store in the comments so I can do an immediate assessment, and then I'll let you know as soon as I've done the video if you connect with me in Messenger and tell me that, hey, I need the free assessment, and I've put my stuff in the comments, right? I will be able to see that in my software, so it's no problem. But I want you guys to do the two-step. Otherwise, that's how I connect to you guys that could be potentially become my customer. So whatever I'm doing, you have to do as well, right? So I have to look after you as well. And if I don't, you just tell me if I don't. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this little workshop. It's going to be a 5-day series, and every day we're going to be talking about something else. So today it was all about content, and then tomorrow we're going to be talking about authority. How to become an authority in your industry, in your niche, by what you need to add to your e-commerce store. Okay, and then day 3 is how to add live chat and live connections to your store so you can connect to your customer on a personal level. And then we talk about eye-catching, and that's going to be very exciting. And then security, right? Security. So anyway, thank you very much for listening. I am going to be back tomorrow at the same time. This week, all my webinars are going to be at the same time, and I will be, I think I'm going to give away a free gift. There's an assessment every day, so maybe I'm going to think about doing a huge giveaway by the end of the week if you do all 5 videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely smashing day and lots of conversions and sales today. Bye.